in the introduction when it said the biggest miscarriage of justice in NHS history. Of course, we've just come off the back of the Post Office Horizon scandal. And, I mean, some of those stories, people, you know, taking their own lives, being bankrupt, being ostracised. This also, and news over the weekend, I'd love your response to this as the Director of Factor and Campaign Group. ITV has confirmed that it will produce a drama on this infected blood scandal. And I'm guessing for you guys who have been campaigning for a number of years and those haunting words of that Lord that you just said, if it manages to raise public awareness as the Mr. Bates programme did, that can only be a good thing, my friend, right?
Well, I think any, project that will help the public understanding on this issue, will be very welcome. And that includes a drama. I think there's huge scope for a further documentary on this issue. There's so much more to be told. I mean, the point stands, though, that it shouldn't take, whether it's the Post Office or the infected blood scandal, it shouldn't take a TV drama for the government to act on the recommendations of their own inquiry. And let's be clear, the infected blood inquiry made its final compensation recommendations in April of last year. The government have been told what is the right thing to do, and yet their excuse is, oh, we need to wait for the final report to understand. Yet with the Post Office, largely probably because of the drama, they're acting now. Last week in Prime Minister's Questions, Rishi Sunak said, we're wasting no time in delivering compensation to Post Office victims. Now, I'm sure that may be disputed as to what the reality is, but directly after that in PMQs, Keir Starmer asked him, what about infected blood compensation? To which the answer was very disappointing, talking about, oh, we need to wait, people need to wait. People have been waiting over 30 years. You've been waiting as well. If you don't mind, can you just tell us, what happened to your family? Yeah, I mean, the reason, I am the Director of Factor 8, the reason we set up the campaign group, for me on a personal level, was that my father was born with the blood clotting disorder, haemophilia, and as a result, like all haemophiliacs virtually in the 70s and 80s, he was treated with this, at the time, new Factor 8 blood product, which was made by mixing together the blood plasma of tens of thousands of prisoners and people who were paid to give their plasma, often in the US, but also product was made in the UK. And those products, because of that dangerous manufacturing process, every single bottle of it was infected with hepatitis C, and a large portion was infected with HIV. My father was infected with both of those viruses. He died of AIDS in 1993 when I was 4 years old. I'm now 34, and we're still fighting.
Jason, I'm really pleased we did that. Later on at 9:15, we're going to speak to a victim as well. And certainly we support what you're talking about.